Hey, I'm Bill Mallon, Vice President, Global Marketing and Communications for Oceaneering, and today I'm here with Holly, Steve, and Jock. Holly, Chief Human Resources Officer, Director of Sustainability, and Chief Compliance Officer. Is that right? We're going to talk about sustainability. People watching this video aren't necessarily going to think this is a riveting topic, right? Let me ask you the first question. What is sustainability? I mean, Holly, you're sitting closest to me. You want to go first?
Sustainability. I mean, just think about it. What is the word? It's about the long term. It's about keeping Oceaneering and our jobs and our world. It's the best planet for the most people for the longest period of time. It's about being here in the future, sustaining it.
I agree with that, especially when Rod said that. A better planet, most people, longest period of time. And to me, it's also about green operations, not only for Oceaneering, but for our customers as well.
Jock?
I think sustainability is stuff that we've been doing for a long time. It's, are we financially viable as a company, supporting our customers and creating shareholder value? And, in some cases, more importantly, are we leaving a better planet behind than we found it? And are we supporting our customers? Are we supporting our employees? Are we supporting the communities that we live and work in?
I'm the average person watching this video. Why should I watch this? What's exciting about sustainability? Why do I care?
I think you care because you're an employee of a great company that actually thinks this is very important. And it's also just part of our DNA. It's what we've been doing for a long time. Just like I said earlier, we are engaged in our communities. We are engaged in leaving a cleaner planet behind. And we're creating innovative and awesome products that are serving our clients and our customers around the world. And so that's sustainability in my mind, the good things that we're doing. And I think you mentioned, Bill, it's about leaving the trail that we just hiked on a little bit better for those coming up behind us.
How about you, Steve?
I think it's something all of our employees, all Oceaneers can embrace and do. We all start every day, every task with safety. We can also start it with the mindset of sustainability and through that lens.
Well, I love what they said about let's leave it better than we found it. So if you think about it from a people perspective, it's what have you done to develop people, to give them greater skills, to help in communities where people don't have skills and train them up so that they can have longer term jobs, so that they can sustain themselves and their families.
But you said something, Jock, that I liked. I was going to ask, is sustainability just a buzzword? But you made it clear. It's something we've always done. I mean, the sustainability just puts a label on it. Is that kind of what you meant?
Right. It's been called different things, social responsibility. It's been called other things. But, I think for the average person, it's the stuff we've been doing for a long time. It's just how we support one another, how we support our employees, how we're serving our customers, how we are engaging in our communities that we all live and work in. And I think it's just part of our DNA as a company. It's part of our culture. And we kind of slap on kind of a fancy term called sustainability, but it's what we've been doing for a long time.
You've always done it. Sustainability Oceaneering, what does that look like? What does that mean? Holly?
Well, I think, it's about, I think of it as organizational effectiveness and organizational health. How do we make sure that we are setting it up so that what we do today doesn't leave a negative impact? And what we do today makes it a better place, a better world, better people.
What are we doing in the communities where we operate? I mean, I know we do a lot of stuff, MS-150 and all that sort of stuff, but we do a lot.
We do tons. And, as a reminder, everybody has 2 volunteer days. So what people as individuals do is really up to them. That's part of the value that we offer to our Oceaneers. But I also want to say that we have orphanages that we support. We have schools that we support. We support STEM development. We also go out into global locations and we hire local talent and we train them and we teach them how to do jobs that can help them provide for their families and provide for our customers.
And we are working to improve our employees' experiences at work as well. Is that right?
Absolutely. It is all about experience, how you experience, what are we doing around leaders in order to help them provide a better experience to employees. But people really care about sustainability as well. It's more important than ever before. They're looking for an organization that is contributing positively to the planet. And to the planet includes to the people.
But it also, you mentioned earlier, I haven't forgotten you guys, I promise I'll come back to you. You also mentioned it has something to do with career development as well, right?
Yeah, it's thinking about how do you help people progress. I think about the technicians. We have competency development programs in many of our technician spaces where you start out at a level 1 or 2, and we have defined how you get to 3, 4, 5, and even greater. So you can drive your success as far up the ladder as you're interested in going. So it's an opportunity. We do that for managers and leaders in different areas of our organization as well.
All right, Jock, ethics and compliance. I'm going to give you the kudo right here. You actually have made ethics and compliance an interesting topic. Like, your presentations are good. My previous slide bit was like a snoozer, but man, you do a great job. So my question for you is, how does sustainability influence the way we conduct our business?
Well, sustainability, anything that would hurt our reputation as an organization. So if you think about safety, and you just asked about ethics and compliance. So ethics and compliance is critically important to our brand and to our reputation, and that's part of creating a sustainable organization. And it's just helping also to improve the world we live in by having a company that supports ethics. That we have an anti-bribery program, and that we're supporting our customers and our suppliers, and our employees, and helping them to make the right decisions.
Exactly what he was saying before, do things right. Fundamental, it's who we are.
All right, Stephen, tell me more about how sustainability and business decisions go together.
Very closely tied to business decisions. We, so far now, 2 years in a row, we've done our TCFD report. Our
That acronym, all right, TCFD,
all right.
What do you mean?
Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosure.
Okay.
Really what it is, it's Oceaneering explains our opportunities and risks and how we manage them as it relates to climate change. So, and it's through the lens of governance, risk management, strategy, and metrics. And what I'm really excited about is that last thing, metrics. So in our last TCFD report, we published our 2030 reduction targets for our emissions. So we're really excited about the path that we're on, and we're going to achieve those goals.
We published something about meeting these targets. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Where do these targets come? Sorry, I'm out. Where do these targets come from? We should make them up?
No, this was a multi-year campaign globally with lots of teams and lots of leaders looking at our operations. How do we operate? What are the emissions that come from our operations? And what are the practical steps that we can take to reduce those emissions? And then we set targets that we're going to achieve by 2030.
So,
By the way, it's not just about setting targets, but it's also about what we do can help our customers reach their targets that they're looking to hit, and it can help it be a better place. If we can remotely operate vehicles, you have less people that are out in harm's way on a platform, a vessel, or rig, wherever it might be. So there's a lot of business decisions that impact this, not just the ones that we measure from a numerical target.
so how? So we met these targets. We achieved these goals. How? How do we do that?
I think there's 3 simple ways to get there. One is at our facilities, moving more towards renewable energy to power our facilities. And number 2 is looking at how much diesel we consume on our owned vessels and how do we reduce that. And the third one is just being more energy efficient at the fuel we use around the world at our facilities. And that's where all Oceaneers can come in with ideas. And again, when you start your work, is what's the safest way to do this, but what's the most energy efficient way to do this?
Jock, you released the code of conduct, and in 2024, our supplier code of conduct. You mentioned those, but how do these affect or influence our sustainability efforts?
For our lead code of conduct, our employee code of conduct, we specifically wanted to add elements of sustainability into our code. So things like diversity and inclusion. How do we protect the environments that we work in? How do we operate from an ethical and safety perspective? So those are elements we really wanted to make sure those were in the code. That wasn't previously in our old code.
Something modernizes it, you will identify. Okay. Oceaneering, celebrating 60 years. Okay, that fantastic milestone, but sustainability over the next 60 years, of solving the unsolvable, as we say. How do our current our sustainability practices set us up for that in the future? I don't know who wants to answer this one, and you volunteer, but
Well, I think, looking at it from sustainability, it's really about doing things right. Like Jock and Holly both said, we've always been doing this as Oceaneers, but it's really how do we keep moving forward with this? And again, back to what Holly said about our customers, how do we use our technology to make our operations greener, use the remote systems, making all of our operations and our customer operations more sustainable in the long run. We have so much technology. There's so many great people that are doing so many amazing things. That's where I see our path not only internally, obviously reducing our footprint, but helping our customers on their journey, helping them realize their sustainability goals.
And Holly, whenever I approached you about doing this, you mentioned something about it's woven into our fabric. What did you mean by that?
We've always been about solving the unsolvable. And right now we're in the middle of an energy transformation. And I think having products that can help us get there is kind of what I meant. It's about the products and the people and how we approach to being here for the longer term.
Jock, that's 60 years. I mean,
It's hard to know what the next 60 years will bring, but I hope we are still doing the great things that we're doing today. We're solving the unsolvable. We're supporting our employees and our communities and delivering great value to all of our customers.
but I'd like to have a call to action. People watching this video, there's something that they can do to contribute to the planet that involves the word sustainability, the environment, whatever. What would that be? Holly, you want to go first? Like, what is it? What can I do at home to help?
I would say help others. Think about where you really have a passion. Is it about hunger, and do you want to contribute to a community garden or do something with the school to make sure that children have meals no matter where you are in the world? But do something that you're passionate about that helps the communities that you're working in and living in.
I think you stole their answers because when you said help others, both of them stopped. That was my answer.
The community support that's an awesome idea. I think just practical things at home about conserving energy, turning off lights, water conservation, carpooling, a lot of different things that we take for granted, but if you really focus on and do it, it's all those little things that add up.
I have nothing left. They stole all the great ideas. But I think to Holly's point, get involved in something you feel passionate about. I mean, there's little things you can do at home, but getting involved in your community, reaching out, volunteering. We have the 2 days that we provide for our employees. What a great opportunity to go out and support your community.
All right. So this is the Bill Mallon question, as I like to call it. Not everybody watching this video is going to remember everything you talked about, right? So I want you guys to think about sustainability. There's only one thing that someone remembers from this video. What would that be? Who wants to go first? If you go first, you get to answer the easy one, and then the other two have to struggle. So what do you want to remember?
Well, I want people to remember that this is really about who we are. It's not doing something different. It's who we've always been. It is about our people. It is about our customers. It is about our shareholders and making sure that we're here and our organization is healthy, whether it's through having the right leadership, having the right teams, but that we're here for another 60 years or more.
No, I'll still be around in 60 years. Jock, how about you? Only one thing people are going to remember.
Be engaged. Stay engaged. There's so many opportunities to be part of the sustainability program at Oceaneering, our ERGs, working in our facilities. How do we make our facilities operate, as Steve was saying, more efficiently? And just come with your ideas. Help us to be better.
I'm gonna let you close it out, Steve. What should people remember?
I think this is something that all employees can take a part of. That everyone can get involved in this. Ideas, we have amazing, big, huge ideas, big turnarounds in our plans, but every single person, every day can make a difference. We show it in safety. Everyone puts safety first. Everyone can put sustainability first.
All righty. Well, I want to thank all three of you for taking the time to talk about sustainability and helping people understand why it's important, not only to our employees, to the communities, to the planet as a whole. So thank you very much for your time, and I'll let you off the hook now.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.